Mm, mm, nice. Uh, mm, 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 Uh, hmm. Mm, mhm. Mhm. Mm, mm, mm. Nice. Mm. How do we do? Uh, hmm. Ah, I have to look at it and be like, ah, yeah. All right. So, the contact points on the track, and by way of the updates, and what you get out of them. Oh, they're RNG and the splits. Gotcha. They just gotcha. No, I can tell I was given like a lot of. Like there's grammar mode basically. No, she's just, you know, hey, you can put anything in there. Right. Trains full of fucking dead people. And your grandma's fucking cooch. Right, buses and just oversized. Her cooch is just oversized. Right, some sense is like, this is a 10 millimeter for you? Right, what dildos are fucking just, if grandma can put it in there, it's not a dildo. Oh. Yikes. Yeah, I do a bit of a night run. Or a night walk. See if I can get cold. Right, been free and acclimated to the cold in case the, right. Because winter just fucking. Well, it's New York. It's not the coldest place in the universe. But it is, because it gets hot in a way that it doesn't get hot in other places. Right, so you get tropical heat and it's a whole mix. Now, summers usually, you can tell, you know, it's sweater weather, it's fall, you can tell, it kind of like creeps on you, but eventually you get used to the freaking rhythms, and so you're like, oh, I'll just go outside in shorts, and no, now it's jeans or long pants or just layers. And then eventually you're like, settle down, and then eventually you just slam shut on you again, and then just cold and colder. And there was one summer where it just skipped all of fall, because it was like a hot fall, or you didn't know, it was some kind of nonsense. It was like overnight, it was like just dark and dreary and just fucking just winter just kicked the crap out of summer, out of nowhere, like just boom, just out of here. And I was like, God damn, New York, that is cold. I've been here a while, and winters are insane. but just that one time. I can't remember what year it was even. It's just, I just like saying it. I'm pretty sure, right, the way that the weather has been throughout the years, or like it's just getting older thing. Gotcha. I figured. I'm feeling all special, and meanwhile it's some fucking cookie cutter shit where it's like everybody gets one of these. Gotcha. It was after I was 25 or somewhere around some age where it's like, right, my biological clock just fucking ticked on me. Gotcha. It wasn't even anything. But it does do that though. Like you'll be settling in for work or school or whatever it is. You get your outfits ready. You're like, oh, I need to buy a sweater. Like, but I don't need to buy a sweater right now. Winter, like, no, too late. Should have bought the sweater. Get a plunger before you need a plunger. But there's like always some shit like that where it's like, I'll just fucking put it off. So you're always fucking making those budgetary cuts and economic decisions that are just like, oh, I was in sixth at one point. Or third or podium? Gotcha. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, you just need to get podium or get in position? Oh, that is so awesome. Oh, that's so cute. Thanks so much. Much thanks. Happy holidays. Godspeed, gentlemen. Godspeed. Mind the faith, the religion, and the practices, and the fucking shit where you like believe or whatever. Right? Be like, is this the writing or the writer? How is this written? Where's the punctuation in any of this? I don't want to get this wrong. Or get it again. I'm buying it for life. Or buying it once and that's it. Right, and then keep buying it. How did I mess up carousel? It was the hills that got me, wasn't it? Yeah. There's something about upshifting and downshifting depending on the drivetrain and the suspension and all of it. There's a way to do it? Gotcha. I figured. Right, the hills are the weakest point or the strongest point or one of the most volatiles. Like the track undulations, the shit where it's like you never know what you're gonna get. Right. Right, the earth and the ground beneath your feet moves on you. Gotcha. No. I'm on boots or slippers or whatever, and it's the same freaking thing where it's like, I work out, I have good legs, and it's still an issue where it's like, my right hip is fucked. If I move that thing wrong and it snaps on me, it's like, I could be looking at right hip surgery, where they're just gonna be like, how about if we do that thing that we do in video games, or like, you're part robot. I'm like, what do you mean? Your right hip is fucked. And I was like, I could fuck you up. I could fuck you up with like a burn or like some kind of shit where like I could put glue in there. I was like, no kidding, it's gonna hurt like a bitch though. Right. Some fucking pseudo semi quasi, right? Molten lava fucking rock, steel, aluminum, titanium fucking thing. Where it's like, it's pretty sturdy. It doesn't move a lot, but it doesn't click anymore, and it's gonna last for a while. Right, you're not gonna do that again. Whatever you were doing that got you this brand new hip that you're not gonna need to replace. The other one though, that you can work on. I need to finish my work. I was first place. Oh, thanks. And then just shitting my pants basically. Gotcha. That's disgusting, whatever the hell that was. That was not the game, that was not real life, that wasn't anything. That was that thing where it was like, them wheels don't turn that way. Right, some nonsense where like, how are you parking this? And it's like, rotation on the fucking thing where it's like, the entire setup on this fucking suspension is wrong. Like, the balance for this car is fucked. Gotcha. Right, the stiffness on the suspension, dampers, and right, all of the balance for it. The temperature on the track, gotcha. And the weather for that part of the year, gotcha. And then on the 40 from number 2, and Julia from 2020. Or is it Giulia? RX Turismo in 2015. There goes podium. No, the vision's fine, the RX. I just cannot respect perfection. It just seems suspicious. Sorry, Audi. But you're an R8, you should be fine. No, it won't. Very delicate machine. I got it right the first time I saw it. It wasn't even anything. It was that movie where it was like, what is this now? Cool as fuck. Looks like an egg though. And I was like, Audi? Really? No offense. No, they're great. They're great. It's right. I'll tell you what's great. Right, it uses the service on the game and on me. Oh, it sends them a thing where it's like, ow. Oh, gotcha. Fuck. I like the Audis. I just don't mind them much. Like, right, all of the group threes and group fours are just like, that's why some nonsense. Where it's like, okay, last use, right. All of these are fine up to the 2011. But the Quattro 03 and 09 and 2016 and 07 by year. No, by recently used. Right, they're fine. They're just very clunky machines. And instead of like the Volkswagen or anything that has a lot of safety, this has a lot of safety in that it teaches you how not to break the car. Right. So if, for example, me and my, if I could see my main cars, in a way, right, the data that's coming up, cool. Favorite cars, last use and manufacturer. Gotcha. Foresee, favorite cars, last use, manufacturer. Okay, manufacturer, and then okay. Afila, Audi, BMW, BMG, AMG, Alpha, Citroen, Chevrolet, Aston Martin, Hyundai, Honda, Lexus. Okay, I have issues with the Lexus and the Nissans to a point, and then there's a couple of them. Right, where I'm fine with them. Right, Subaru is fine. Right, Subaru, it's Subaru, Volkswagen, and the other one, Audi. Right, where the Audi, right, the group 3 and group 4s and blah 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 blah. Right, group 4 manufacturers. Right, last use. Like, right, the Audi's fine, group 4 is fine, and then right, they drive clunky. But then see, the Subaru is fine, the Peugeot is fine, group 4, the Sirocco is fine. You can drive on things like anything. Right, they don't do much in terms of breaking them in general, the manufacturer. And then there's this where right, any of the Subarus are huge pain in the ass. The GTR is nonsense. So is the Lexus. Right, the BMWs are the BMWs, and then the R8 and the ZR8. Right, where they just don't have a lot of give on them. But see, the Renault is fine, the Peugeot is fine, the Mitsubishi Lancer is fine, Toyota Supra is fine, obviously, the McLaren is fine. Honda NSX is one of those like, you like your fun expensive. The Huracan is fine, so is the F-Type. The Mustang 3 is just like under level or underpowered, or some shit where it's like you cannot fuck with it. Same thing as the Chevrolet Corvette, the Corvette. The GTLM Spec 2 test car is fine. The Viper is not fine, obviously. The Vantage is fine, but it's again one of those who's like, you're pushing your luck. The MGs are fine. That 2020 MG G3, son. Oof, what a machine. The 4C is obviously fine, but then it's a small car, so. And then the R8s that are just. Whatever that. Nope. Nope. Not even remotely kidding. Right? The same thing that the Lexus has. Right? But the Lexus, you're thinking, oh, beginning of the game, that one race, you're like, fuck Lexus. Right? And then you're thinking, oh, the Audi's fine for a safety. And then you get these two, or I got them to win a race or some nonsense. And then I was like, nope, whatever the hell that is. Same thing with the BMW and the other one, the Ferrari, and then the McLaren, where I just, not about you, son, not about you, not even a little bit. Some insane, overpowered, I cannot drive it. I don't have the fucking driver's license for this. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna disrespect the car, the track, and mostly myself. Right? Some ankle breaking, just fucking. I'm not built for this. Or this isn't built for me. Much thanks though for building it, and for those that it's built for. And I need a Porsche Group 3. But then the Porsche is the same thing, where it's like, you can't with it. Manufacturer, and then last used. Let's see what the Porsche. I know, right? The Group 4 is the Cayman. Cayman. Um, Living Legend, Porsche VGT, VGT Spider, Mission X, rest in peace. 918 Spider, 2013, Terra GT04, rest in peace. 919 Hybrid 2016, rest in peace. Anybody doing their job having that much fun. And then Group 3 2017, questionable. Group 4, no, not even remotely kidding that this thing is not. I have the wrong livery for it because I wanted in a time trial, blah, 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 blah. But it's not the one that you do. And right, the 2022, which is just like, what? And then Turbo 2020 that I have to get. And then 2016 is the same thing. 2019, Taycan 01. I sit pretty on Porsche 2009. That's where I'm at with it. Right. It's just too much car, too much car, too much car. Whatever it does, too much car. GT4 2016, 01. It's doable, but it's that old thing where it's like one of them, right? Before it was computerized, it was some nonsense that is just living legend, blah, 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 blah. Right. Manufacturer Porsche. And then by year. Right. 911 Z3 RS 992 2022. Right. And then 911 RSR 2017. GT3 2016. I think that's the other end of my 09. Right. But the GT3 from 01, the 95, the 92, the 87, the 81 is like, no, 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 no. All of that mid-range fucking, right? 90s, 2000s fucking, and then the 80s, you're like, I'm done. After 2009, it gets decent as far as drivability. It's just, you can feel the fucking, right, natural aspirated, all about it that it is, that you don't want anything to do with. And then it's not a heavy car, right, but it drives like a heavy car, right. No. And see, the shapes of it all. They fucked with it too much. Where right at 2009 it balances out. It has that thing where it's like, what kind of an egg are you? Right. I have a weird head. I should know. Like it's dented in places. Not self-trepanation, but you know what I mean? Too smart for my own good at times. The writing had me written. Right. 911 turbo and then 30. Right. Time travel. Go figure. Master of my own destiny. Self of my own self-fulfilling prophecy. Who am I? Uh, look, 81 turbo is like, bro, this is a lot of attitude. You're gonna like this car. And then you're like, I liked it. You were right. 87 is like, about to make history. 92, 95, 01. Right, I am guessing. Right. There's a lot of overdriven Porsches and a lot of close calls, and even just maybe somebody at the shop worked on it, but they're still kicking and screaming. I was like, fucking drive me. No, right? You're a driver killer, right? The car survived, but the driver died. 100 is fucking bet on it. They're all gift cards, so I can't fucking be that gracious with them. I have to buy them myself. Which to the junkyard to find a Gundam out of strings. It does a reading. Ay, 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 trouble. How about now? No, we're getting interrupted. The night is young. Drink up, drink up. What kind of a party is this? Where am I? Ah, we just got a couple friends together. What's with the questions? Are you kidding me? I know, this is boring. Ah, all right, let's have unlimited potential with that. So upside.com, mutes 090, 090, or 90. Help, fire, rape. I need food, water, shelter, clothes, transportation, money. For my kid, for my boy, for my girl. I'm upset, I'm sick, I'm ill. Save yourself. I'm here reluctantly, out of contempt, resentment, and spite. Uh, Happy holidays, everybody. Everyone. Cunt faces, dick and ass wipes. Your PPM balls. Smiley face. Ah, gross. Your PPM balls. 2025, December 2nd, Tuesday, 2300 hours, 49 minutes, and 59 seconds. Until PlayStations, PlayStations, PlayStations. I'm going. I'm gonna be in so much trouble, so much trouble, so much trouble. I'm gonna be in so much trouble, 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 so much. Ow, ow, not that much trouble. Ow, ow. That was a lot of trouble. Ow, ow, ow. Till the next one, though. See you again.